Remember when you first got your real estate license, the excitement, the energy, the many well wishes you received from all your friends and family? Do you remember thinking, now what do I do? Where do I even start? Did any one of your pre licensing courses educate you on starting, building, maintaining a business that someday you might have the opportunity to sell? I know mine did. And that is why I believe it's so critical to teach business owners like yourself ways to hand off your businesses, ways to create your legacies, ways to have passive income streams forever. Unfortunately, most real estate professionals dial back their businesses. They hang it up and never receive another check from all their hard work. I'm Dennis O'Brien, and I'm going to go over in the next hour the Golden Handoff. This is by Nick Crowder. He's out of, I believe, out of California, but fantastic real estate professional, and he's been doing this for years in terms of aligning businesses and business owners together. So let's dive in and just go through this process together. So disclaimer, the information presented in today's video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered as professional or financial advice. The views and opinions expressed by the instructor are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of any organization or institution. Participants are encouraged to seek advice of a qualified professional for specific business-related concerns. The instructor and hosting platform are not responsible for any actions taken based on the content presented in this class. Whew. Glad we got that out of the way. All right, so who am I? My name is Dennis O'Brien. I'm a national business coach, John Maxwell certified coach. I've been coaching agents for the past 7.5 years. I own a real estate company called ISG Property Collection. That is my residential team. We operate out of Greenwood, Indiana, and we do all surrounding counties of Indianapolis, Marion County area. I also own and operate JDM Partners Commercial Firm, which is one of the top KW commercial firms in the Ohio Valley region. So that's a little bit about me. So let's talk about the agenda for today. Okay, so today we're going to go over what the Golden Handoff process looks like, how to find the adopting agent, how to find agents looking to retire, a little bit about the referral agreement and the models. That's all in the book. There's also a workbook that you can also download and walk through too. Calculating your database worth. We'll dive a little bit into that, just not to the depths of you actually finding out what your database is actually worth. So unfortunately, many agents come and go in real estate business. Sadly, when they depart, their clients are just left without a real estate professional to help them in future endeavors. This is where the Golden Handoff is so critical and important. Exiting realtors should ensure their clients are taken care of in the future and get paid for their time and efforts for building great relationships over and over and over again. So we have two opportunities with this Golden Handoff, right? So growing the business and retiring a business. So there's two components of this. Agents that are going to adopt the referring agents or the retiring agent's business, and the retiring agent who is going to align with a team or a real estate professional that will continue their business. And will give them residuals moving forward. So there's really 4 types of handoffs. There is the totally done and out. That's the person that says, here, take my stuff. I'm out. I don't want another phone call. I'm changing my email, changing my voicemail, everything. That's not the best business model, and it definitely won't give the adopting agent the best opportunity, because really it's a cold call. So if I just got your database out of the blue and you didn't have any alignment, you didn't have any introduction, there wasn't a handoff, it's really a cold call. So it's me calling the phone book basically. So the consultant type is one of the best handoffs. This is where both agents coincide with their database. That means they're answering questions. They might even be participating in the listing agreement or the listing presentation or the buyer presentation. They're just heavily involved, and that will gradually wean out over time. And yet, that's the best way to hand off, right? Because that's going to give you the relationship and the rapport over time. You have the delegator. So the delegator is still heavily involved. This is a person that might, for example, might be heavy in prospecting, and they're very good at what they do. So they might, still get a bunch of leads coming in, and yet don't want to necessarily facilitate those leads. So they might get a expired or for sale by owner, get them on the hook, get the listing appointment, and then hand it off to somebody else. The partial handoff is, again, they're giving up some portion of their business. That could be like, hey, I want to do business with my friends and family only, or people from my church only. Everything else is on that new agent. So that's a partial handoff. So really the two biggest ones that I see is the consultant and the partial handoffs. A lot of people, when they're retiring, still want to do some business. Gives them something to do, and that's where the partial handoff comes into play. The golden handoff really solves both, right? So when you adopt a new database, your growth is through the roof, right? You get relationships, you get clients that have had success with this retiring agent from the past, and you really get the opportunity to triple, quadruple, 10 times, 100 times your database. So that's awesome. That's a great opportunity for the growth. And if you got to look at it this way, so if you take a typical referral agreement from a referring agent, let's just say an agent from Florida calls me and says, hey, Dennis, I got a person that is moving from Florida and wants to buy into Indianapolis area. That's a one-time deal, right? One referral agreement right from the referral agent. I pay them a referral and then it's done. This, with a golden handoff, could be 300. So let's say this retiring agent has 300 past clients. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want 300 referral clients that has done business with this person before that could potentially do business with you in the near future? I know I would. So let's dive into that. So how long would it take you to add 300 clients? Like I just said, if a retiring agent, for example, has a database of 300 and it took them, 10 years over the lifespan of their business to generate 300, that means 300 clients, not 300 leads, 300 clients that know them, trust them, and have a rapport or relationship with. If it took this agent 10 years to build 300 client database, and you adopted that business, you now gained 10 years over any other competition. Let me say that again. If it took 10 years for this agent to build 300 clients, and you just adopted it and aligned with this agent, and you're going to refer them business or give them referrals, you just now gained 10 years in your business. That's exciting. So let's dive into the referral agreement. Now, this is one that is actually in the Golden Handoff book. So it goes over compensation splits. This one is the one that we use and is just straight out of the Golden Handoff book. So this is how that structure looks. First year, you have a 70-30 split on any referrals that comes from that database, the retiring agent's database. Year 2 is 80-20 split. Year 3 is 90-10. Any new referrals out of the 300, we give a 20% referral. Okay, so let's look at the deal flow. So how many deals can I expect? Well, let's look at this, and let's do simple math. So I just put this together. 200 clients. If a retiring agent has a 200 client database that they know, love, and trust and have a rapport and relationships with, and they retire, and that retiring agent typically gets about 75% of their business from those 200. That means over a 10-year period of time, you should generate roughly 150 transactions, or 15 per year. That should excite you right there. Who wouldn't raise their hand for 15 deals per year? I mean, these are warm referrals because this person has built trust and relationship with them over time. Why not sell my business outright? Um, that's a great question. It's really, really tough to sell relationships. And that's really what you have inside of the real estate business is you don't have a product, you have a service. And when somebody entrusts you and your vision and your ability to execute a transaction, they have a relationship with you. And so when you're looking to sell your business, it's easier to align with somebody that has the same values, the same strength and relationships. And this is what you're going to look for, right? So when you're looking to partner up with somebody, you're going to look for somebody that has relationship strengths. You're going to have somebody that adopts the level of effort, the level of experience, and knows the market, right? So it's just really hard to just straight out sell your business because it's not really worth anything outside of your authority, your relationships with your people. Okay, so when we go to find the retiring agents, there's a couple different ways to go about this, right? So there are networking opportunities where you have broker open houses, you have realtor association meetings, you have community events, you have agents. And we do this ourselves. Is we do marketing posts, we do trainings. Uh, we consistently communicate with those that are exiting out of the business, or we feel like are exiting out of the business. One thing that we have done is actually talk with our leadership inside of our office, since we have 300 plus agents, and we just said, hey, listen, if somebody's thinking about retiring or hanging up or dialing back, give them this opportunity where they can receive passive income moving forward and really just align with a team that can take their business to the next level. All right, so finding the adopting agent. I get a question a lot, and I want to hit this right from the get go. Is well, I have a friend that is getting their license, right, and I think I'm going to retire and just hand off my business to them. My concern with that is it's not the same level of experience. It's not the same level of resources. They might have the same level of honesty and ethics and values that you have, and they might have energy, but they don't check all four of these boxes. And that's a problem with me if I'm going to align my business that I worked on for 10 plus years. I want to find somebody that has these four crucial pieces: the experience. Can they take on listings and help buyers through this current market? Do they have the resources, the time, the money it takes to leverage out your business and move people forward? Do they have the energy, the capacity to really take on more business and maintain and move forward with those key relationships? So when it comes down to evaluation, and this is in the Golden Handoff book, I would highly recommend you get the book and the workbook that comes with it as well. So this is for the retiring agent and the adopting agent. I would go through a self-evaluation sheet that goes through all these questions. What do my clients best appreciate about me and my team? Where does my business come from? What percentage of my business comes from repeat and referral clients? Average commission. I would also add, like, where's the areas of services? So I would ask this on both sides. So that way you can make sure that you are both are in alignment to take on this opportunity together. I wanted to make sure that I include this, and I'll make sure that you guys get these slides. This is just a sample announcement letter. This is in the book as well. So this is something that we would have for the retiring agent to send out to their clients and their past clients, their database. So this just gives you a snap of what that sample announcement letter looks like. And I know that we are not live. You're not able to ask any questions. And so I wanted to make sure that you're able to find me. So I am on all kinds of social media. platforms. There's my website, and my email address is dobrien@kw.com. So feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to answer any questions that you guys might have. If you're thinking about retiring, you just want some questions, you want to be proactive and set yourself up for future success. Maybe you're 5 years out on retirement. Let's have a conversation. Let's figure out what that looks like for you and your business and make sure that you have a plan. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Talk to you soon.